Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my continuing series of my new series, which is the box sets, and this is episode number 3. So let's get right into it. First off is Ken Burns' baseball. So this is the definitive history of baseball from Ken Burns, who's a famous documentarian. Um, and this was released on May 13th, 1997. Initially, they were released as individual tapes, and then they came up with this box on May 13th. So just take a quick look here. So there was 9 episodes. There's an example what it looks like, a little right up there, and it's by innings, so that's kind of neat. 9 innings, 9 tapes. And there's the tape itself. Pretty cool collection. Haven't seen it in quite a long time, but it's pretty neat. So there's the top. I'll just kind of spin it around here. Different quotes, I guess. Very neat. Very good stuff. Pretty neat. But I believe they've released a Blu-ray or DVD set since then, so it's um, kind of obsolete at this point. But it's pretty cool for collectors. Next up is one of the holy grails of collecting, is the Charles Band Empire Pictures box set. Really cool. This was limited, and this was number 289 of 600, signed by Charles Band. And then there's the films there underneath. Came in a pretty good condition. I'll just kind of try to do this one-handed here, or two-handed anyway. All right, there we go. Some cool images there all around. Very neat. Very cool. And then here are the contents. So those are the films. Let's maybe try to. I don't want to mess it up. See if I can pull one out here just to have a look here. Now it's interesting because some of these were actually Scream Factory editions. There you go. And I guess he bought up whatever inventory they had and released them in a box set of his own. And there's what it looks like on the back. Really cool. Cool collection. Very hard to get, very expensive, but pretty nice for the collection. And we'll have to pause because it's too bulky to do it on the fly. But yeah, this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th anniversary box set. And this is probably the most controversial box set in a long time, because the initial release, it was super expensive, and people jumped on it, and the quality was really inferior. It was really cheaply made, unfortunately. Fortunately, I bought it well after the fact, at a much reduced rate. Didn't pay anywhere near what some people paid, unfortunately. And there's the content. I didn't really open it. I didn't take it out, but basically it comes with a VHS. And what else do we have? And then we got the 4K. Yeah, what I paid for it was like $100. That's probably what it's worth. Very cheaply made. It's a replica chainsaw, which is a cool idea with some blood spatter, but it was just for the quality, it wasn't there, unfortunately. All right, we'll go to the next one. Okay, and we're on the next one. But just as a side note, the Texas box set was released on October 1st, 2024. So this is the next one here, was released by Viavision on October 1st, 2025, and this is Aircraft Investigation, seasons 1 to 23. And if you're from Canada, it was known as Mayday on TV. Really cool investigation series on different various plane crashes in history. And this was a pretty cool box set. It's basically it's a replica of a data flight recorder, which is really neat. And it contains all 23 seasons. Here's the write up on the side. These are so bulky and big. Nothing on the side, and then the bottom is just the title there. So yeah, really cool box set. Cool display piece, and it was a pretty cool series as well. Very interesting. Some of the history crashes, unfortunately, that led to further safety. But yeah, really cool series. And we'll go to the next one. Okay, next up, another controversial one. It's the episode of controversy, but this is the Halloween 1 to 4 collection from Imprint Films, and this was released on May 20th, 2026. And this had a troubled sort of history because originally it was supposed to come in a replica pumpkin box set, but they found that the quality control was not there. It wasn't going to be able to ship without getting destroyed, so they kind of downsized it to this kind of collection, and that led to some controversy. People are upset and whatnot, and the price was still pretty high for what it was, but they did a decent job anyway. They kind of came back with a decent release, and the books are here. So you got the original covers with some scenes from the films. There we go. Very cool. I guess they didn't have the rights to the remaining ones, so they just released these ones. This is still sealed. I haven't dug into them, so can't really comment on quality or features or whatnot. And you can probably see them online anyway. People doing full reviews. Yeah, they're really tough too. I guess with the cellophane, it makes it more difficult. And there we go. There's the last one there. All right, and we'll go to the next one. All right, next up is the Dark Shadows, the revival. So this was the revival series that the broadcast in 1991, and this was this is the VHS collection of the 12 episodes of the series. This was also pretty controversial too, because the DVD releases had issues. The aspect ratio was not correct, and it was super. Instead of the night filming shots for night, they were actually daytime shots, and they didn't do the conversion, so everything looks like it was in the day, which is kind of silly. So there was issues. So this is still the definitive way to go in terms of the collection. So here's the titles here, a little right up there, and the inside they're all the same. Episode number 2. Right there. 3. Episode 4. 5. There's 9. The last few here, number 10. And number 12. So that's the 12 episodes there. So yeah, this is probably the best right now, the most complete and best way to get it. It's unfortunate that they messed up the DVD releases there, but yeah, let's So these were released in 1992. They began releasing these in 92, and it went all the way to, from what I read, in 1995. So it took 3 years to kind of release these tapes. They kind of released them in intervals of time. So yeah, it took quite a while to acquire the collection, and it's from MPI too. So yeah, so this is probably the best way to go, unfortunately, up to now, until they come up with a better release. All right, and last up is the Dark Shadows, the complete original series. So this was released on July 10th, 2012. Now, in April 10th of 2012, there was a limited run. I think they were the same release, but with the exception is they were limited to 2,500, so they were numbered, and then they released, um, from what I've read, the regular edition without the numbering. So everything else is the same. So as far as I was able to find out, so this was a pretty cool collection. It's like a coffin box, and it's massive, and it weighs a ton. So you just open it up here, and you can see on the inside there. So it's got the booklet with the episode guide here. Really good stuff. So this was like a serial, almost like a soap opera, that appeared, that broadcast in the 66, I think it was 66 to 71. I think it was only a 5 year run, and it produced 1,225 episodes, which is just insane. So there's the disc there, really cool. And then this is what it looks like, each set of episodes, and then you open it up and it has 6 discs per DVD here. Really cool collection. I have to dig into this series. Heard a lot of good things here. But yeah, so we'll kind of see if we can. There's nothing on the sides, and on the back, it's the little right up there. So I guess the original ones would have been numbered. They would have had a numbering on the back or whatever. But yeah, pretty hefty, pretty cool collection, and it's another, I consider another grail, holy grail of collecting, because these are you don't find these too often, and they're pretty expensive. So because of that reason, but yeah, that's gonna do it, guys, for this one. Kind of a eclectic, you know, collection of different box sets in this one. Everything from VHS, and on. But yeah, join me next time, and we'll do it again with another episode. Take care.